Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help back for another ramble video today because we are still doing the same thing and there's not much content to upload. So I thought of a couple topics the other day and I finally have the house to myself actually for the first time in a while, and I thought I'd sit down and make a ramble video. And yeah, I got about maybe 150 views on the last one, a little bit of support. So yeah, if you guys like these videos, make sure to drop a comment and a like and tell me other random topics that I could talk about and shit while I'm just kind of like have no other content to upload. There will be another video out today as well. I'm not sure which one I'm going to upload first, but there will be two videos out today because I haven't uploaded in I think 4 days now, and I want to do it at least twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, and get more consistent with the YouTube and shit like that because we're almost at the 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, so thank you guys for all the support. Yeah, so we're going to get into a couple of little topics today. Now, I just, like, jot down, like, things when I think of them, usually, and I'm just like, oh, that'd be so sick to ramble about or talk about and shit, like, while you're playing Runescape, thinking about it. And, have you ever been called a gamer, or, like, one of those, like, things, like, if I think of a gamer, I think of some, like, fat kid playing an Xbox, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think of someone just sitting at a PC or something, or, like, I don't know, it's very weird to think about. I don't think... in my opinion, like, RuneScape, it is a game, but it's not like one of those fucking World of Warcraft, Call of Duty type of games where you just sit there and it just, I don't know, it's like, I don't really consider it a game. Like, I mean, it is a game, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's more of a mature game, I guess, you could put it that way. Probably just offended a lot of people that play Call of Duty and stuff. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of fun playing that, but the difference I see with RuneScape compared to other games is there really is no end to RuneScape. And with most other games, you want to get to the top ranking in like Call of Duty multiplayer, or like, you know what I mean, you get like a game, you beat the campaign sort of thing, and that's it, you're done with the game. And I don't really see a point in that because in my opinion you just wasted a bunch of time. And you know, like, I mean, you could argue you're wasting time playing RuneScape and things like that, but at the same time, you're always going to have the progress done, and you just keep going, you know, there's really no end to RuneScape. You can keep going forever, make different builds, do different things, do different quests and shit like that, and it is a game, but, like, you could do anything you want, whenever you want, and there's really no end to it, which, it's kind of just like an addiction, if you really think about it. A lot of games go really wrong where they have classes. Like, you ever play one of those old games? Like, I guess, like, I mean, I liked Skyrim, but where you basically had to choose, like, are you a mage? Are you this? Are you that? And that's just stupid because it focuses you on one thing. And with RuneScape, you could do anything. Like, you can literally train every single type of combat and use them all together to do certain things and things like that. And, with other games, you just do one thing and focus on it. If you want to change it, you have to, you know, build a whole new character. And some games do that really well. Like, I'm sure tons of you guys played MapleStory before. That game was fucking sick. I really liked that game. But it has that same kind of feel where the entire game is basically Slayer in RuneScape, which, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun, but it gets boring after a long time. With RuneScape, there's so many different things that you can do, and with MapleStory, just as an example here, I actually love that game, so I'm not like putting it down or anything, but with MapleStory, you choose a class and you're stuck with that class, basically. Unless you make a new character, you're stuck with that class, and I think that's where a lot of games kind of went wrong, and that's, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't seem, it should, if you're making a game, why not open the entire game up to everyone, you know what I mean? Like, you spend so long making a class, and then you're only letting people play it that want to play that class. Like, why not just give it access to everyone? You know what I mean? Like, with RuneScape, say they made a new fucking combat. I don't know what they could do. Like, say we didn't have magic in the game, they added magic. We could all train magic, range, this, that, you know what I mean? Like, in other games, like, if they added a new class or something, you'd have to build a whole new character, and I just don't like that, because you're abandoning what you've already done and stuff like that. Like I talked about, like, with RuneScape, you're always making progress on the same character sort of thing, and it's just, you can build from there, and with other games, like, you're stuck to a little bit of content. So basically, in my opinion, like, RuneScape isn't really a video game. Like, I don't see it as, like, it's just, the way I look at it is it's more of an addiction or a hobby than a video game. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you go on, you get frustrated, you can't beat the level sort of thing. It's like, it's such a chill game. You just sit back, train your skills. If you want, you can do some questing, things like that. And it's more of a chill game. It's something to do to relax. It's something to do when you're bored. You know what I mean? It's a really good time killer, time sink kind of game, and you always progress. With other games, like I said, like you beat it or you finish that thing and that's it. And a lot of games are very limited. Like I was saying with MapleStory, it's basically Slayer. The entire game is just you go talk to people. Can you kill this many of this thing? You go back, you get a reward, and that's the entire game. But it's still fun. Like Slayer is one of the most fun skills on RuneScape, but we have all these other ones to train as well. It's not just, you know what I mean? And a lot of games focus way too much on combat, I think, which I mean, most people that play games like combat, so I can see why. Combat's a lot of fun. You get to, you know what I mean? You're just controlling a character and killing things, and it's pretty cool. But with RuneScape, there's so much more than combat. Like, combat is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I guess you could say Slayer too. 7, 8 skills are combat, and the rest is completely open, like, which a lot of other games don't have. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of games have simple things, like, oh, you could go cook this to finish a quest, but that's it. We can train cooking for, like, 40, 50 hours, you know what I mean? And, a lot of other games didn't explore that, and I think it's really cool. Like, you can, like, I mean, other games, like I said, you could do little tasks, like, oh, you gotta go mine this ore, or you gotta go, you know, but RuneScape has basically their own fucking their own, every skill is basically like a class, but you have access to them all. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know if I'm making any sense, but there's just so much to do on this game that I don't really consider it a game. It's more of like a hobby and addiction sort of thing. This one might seem a little weird, but I've always kind of thought like this. After you play RuneScape for fucking a decade of your life, you start to become sort of efficient. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you're online or on the game, you kind of want to be doing the best thing possible. And that's in my case anyways. I know a lot of people like to just chill, AFK, you know, whatever, like, that's fine. But a lot of the times you'll notice yourself going out of your way to make things faster. And like I said, it's just a game, you know what I mean? Like, you go out of your way to get faster this, faster that. You sometimes do things you don't want to do, like quests, or say you're only a PKer, but you do all the quests and get all the skills needed to get the mithril gloves and this and that, and you know what I mean? Like, you just go through all this stuff just to get something, and other games don't have that. Where I was going with that, though, is you do things so efficient that it kind of makes you more efficient in your real life. And I'm not sure if it's just me. I'm sure there's other people that have seen like this. If you're playing RuneScape, you're playing multiple accounts. Even if you're not playing multiple accounts, you could still, like, you know what I mean? Say you're like, you know, you just plan things better. And I found that while playing RuneScape, I've been more, I wouldn't even say organized, but just more efficient in my real life. Like, if, for example, like, if you need to go grab something, like, from a store or whatever, and then you're like, oh, I might need to come here, you know, tomorrow or something, you'd like make it in one trip sort of thing. Like, you just become more efficient in real life. You kind of don't want to waste time sort of thing. You kind of want to just get everything done really quick. And I've noticed, like, that has moved on with my life. Like, a lot of things that I do, I kind of try not to waste time, and I feel like that has come a lot from RuneScape, because a lot of people I notice just live their life, you know, chill out, not really focus on much or worry about too much. But with RuneScape, you're always thinking ahead, like, what's next, what's next, what's next. And I feel like that has rubbed off on me in my life, because a lot of the time, I'm like, what's next, what's gonna happen, what, like, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are like that, but RuneScape makes you think, like, oh, if I do this, I could do this, then I could do this, and then if I get there, I could do this, and it makes you fucking efficient in your real life. Like, I mean, that kind of sounds sad, but, like, think about it. Like, actually sit down and think about it. Like, playing this game makes you fucking efficient in real life. And the last topic I kind of want to talk about today, which is, I'm sure a lot of people, because we all started playing this game when we were fucking young, like 12, 11, 10 maybe, you know what I mean? A lot of us started playing this game when we were very young, and the internet was sort of just, like, becoming huge, you know what I mean? I guess the internet was already huge, but, like, not like it is today. And, did RuneScape get you into the internet, get you into computers and shit like that? Because I know it did for me, because back in the day, I did fuck around on the computer a little bit, but I knew nothing about computers. I knew nothing about Windows. I knew nothing about the internet in general. And the more I played RuneScape, I got to go look things up, and then I found about websites, and then I found about this, and then you get into wanting to get a faster computer, and this and that, and you learn about computers and shit like that. And it's fucking weird, because it all started from playing RuneScape, and I have like a pretty decent computer right now. But the only game I basically play is RuneScape, but I just love to have a pretty fast, decent computer that I can do a lot on, and make videos, and watch videos, and fucking... You know what I mean? Like, but if it wasn't for RuneScape, like, I don't think I'd really care. I'd probably just have some beater laptop that I'd use for fucking school or something. But it made me get so into the internet and so into everything. If I never started playing this game, like, I don't know... I probably wouldn't know anything about the internet. Like, I mean, I'd probably still fuck around on YouTube and watch YouTube and shit like that, but I wouldn't know, like, as much as I know about computers and editing and software and stuff like that. And I think I'm going to be building my next computer and stuff like that. And it's weird to think that it all started from fucking logging into RuneScape as a free-to-play account, knowing nothing about computers, and then getting curious and wanting to look things up about RuneScape, and then finding websites and being like, oh fuck, I need a better computer and this and that. And it all started from fucking logging into RuneScape. I mean, it might have just been my age, but I want to, like, sort of, like, think about it as, it, you know, and from RuneScape you learn about fucking Minecraft, and then you learn about this, and then you learn about, it is very, very weird how it all happened. And if it wasn't for RuneScape, I don't think I'd be as fucking nerdy as I am, or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'd be super, super into computers. I don't think I'd have this setup that I do now if it wasn't for RuneScape, that's for sure. Because really no other games interest me. Like, I get into them for a couple weeks, maybe a few months or something. Like, I remember one summer just, like, played Minecraft for, like, the whole summer sort of thing. And when I was, like I was saying before, MapleStory I was really into for a little bit, but nothing like RuneScape. There's not been a game that I've been addicted to, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, RuneScape's more of an addiction than a game, and it's kind of weird because there's not been a game that I've wanted to play, you know what I mean? Like, this is a way I can put it. Like, a lot of games today are like in the moment sort of games, and I mean, those are a lot of fun, but you can't play those forever. Like, my thing is, like, you know, those first person shooter games and stuff, which are a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, they are a lot of fun to play, very competitive, things like that. But when you're not playing them, you're not, like, wanting to play them, you're, like, not losing progress, you're not, you know what I mean? Like, with RuneScape, it's like, if you're not playing, you're not making progress, you know what I mean? And RuneScape, there's not too much action in the game at all. I mean, certain things like bossing and stuff like that, questing and shit like that, but there's not too much action, but, like, you want to make progress still, and it's just such a chill game to play. Anyways, that's probably enough for today. I really do like making these videos. They're a lot of fun to make. Like I said, there will be another video out today as well, hopefully, if I get around to it. I do have most of the day off today, so yeah, there should be 2 videos out today. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a great fucking day.